friends, how's it going? It's Shani today here. Welcome back to your new Sims video, and today we're going back and doing another tips and tricks video. If you haven't seen the others, they are going to be up in the cards right now. I did a cheats video a while back, and then as well as I did a basic and advanced controls tutorial, and this is kind of just building on the control stuff because I've learned some more stuff and I left a bunch of stuff out in the past video that I'm including in this one. Let's get into it. So we are back at the De Silva household today. They are my tips, cheats, and tricks family. They really don't get much living done. Hang on. There we go. They've both opened their eyes now, so that's a thing. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to show you, first of all, one of you amazing humans in the comments pointed out that this free cam mode is what allows the tab function. So previously I actually thought, because in the PC version that's actually game capture, so like video capture, so I never thought to check it and I never thought to have a look at it. But this is actually where the free cam is, so you can zoom in, you can change the angle of your sim, you can zoom in, you can zoom out. Hey Mr. De Silva dude guy, how you doing? The other thing that I wanted to take you through is the build and buy mode. So if we go this way, I know in my previous video in buy mode I did show you guys how to enlarge and decrease the size of objects and stuff, but this is kind of more about the build mode itself, particularly with the controls over here. So you can select your cursor to go left and right, left and right, left and right, but the quicker way is to move through the menus with your bumper buttons. I found that works a whole lot easier. It just makes the game a lot more fluid than having to take your cursor, going to dining room, then going to bathroom. It's just so much easier that way. As well as with the counters, I wanted to chat to you guys. I'm not sure if you're aware, this is actually a hint for both console and PC players. But the fact that auto counters, if it's on, you can't select the different, like, I don't want to call them hidden because a lot of people know about them, but some people don't know about them and they just don't know what the thing is. So if we look here at the bottom, you see automatic counter placement is on, switch off. So if we go back to counters and we now have automatic counters off, you actually have this little bit of a window pop up where you can choose the different type of counter that is. So you don't just have, I'm pointing at my screen again, so you don't just have the typical counters like we see there in the kitchen, but you can actually have a left piece, you can have the corner piece. This is the normal counter, then you've got your outer corner and you've got your right end piece. So what I want to show you what I mean by that is if we had to place all of these together, you've got different counters that can do different things. See, so the left counter and the right counter are different, and then there you go. You can actually snake around the room, and then if we just turn auto counters back on and we grab our normal counter, that will go below. Oh, I've put them too far away from one another. So what's really cool is if we move them together now, you can actually have your counters snake around different places. So what could be really cool now is if we go into the dining room and we select one of the bars, we can actually, I personally use this a lot when it comes to designing clubs and like bars and stuff. We just need to obviously move it over a bit, but then you can actually have your counters snake around and like make cool funky shapes, whatever. So that's something that I really like. If we just undo all of that. Undo, by the way, if you aren't aware, is the left trigger. And what I really like from an interior decorating standpoint is obviously this kitchen is very bland, and if we apply the same thing that we've just taken from the counters with auto counters, if we go back to kitchen, where is the kitchen? And we go to the cabinets also have a little bit of a secretnesses. Just the same way that we would have turned off the auto counters in the bottom right hand corner of the little window over there, you can also use this little cog and that'll automatically turn it off, and then you can get access to a whole bunch of different cabinets that you can use for your interior decorating, whether it's in your kitchen, whether it's in your dining room, which is pretty cool. So you've got your left piece cabinet, you've got your corner cabinet, which is quite cool because it's got the little things in the middle. Then you've got your standard cabinet that a whole bunch of you would be very familiar with. You've got the long cabinet, which is really cool. You can't access it or use it at all, and when you put your walls down it disappears, but it's still a nice touch to have if you are doing a bit of interior decorating. You've got your smaller little half tile that goes above, usually above the fridge. Then you've got your outer corner, once again if you're snaking around a corner, or if you're snaking around the room and you've got a different shape, you've got your outer cabinet, and then you've got your right hand side. So what I also really like about those cabinets, as much as they add the interior design factor, when you're playing and you're in live mode and you minimize all your walls, the cabinets actually disappear. They're still there, but they don't obstruct your view at all, which I really, really like. So that's a little bit of an auto counters tip from both the counter side and the cabinet side. I thought that they add a really, really nice kind of authenticity to your Sims, so you don't just have a really plain kitchen. So if I had to really, really, really like get stuck into their house and make it look more lived in and more homey, we can fiddle around with more countertops, we can fiddle around with more cabinets. And I'm just gonna undo a bunch of that. And yeah, that was just a short, really quick video that I just wanted to take you guys through in terms of we finally know where free mode is, which I'm super stoked about. Like, I think that is the most stoked I've been for anything, is the fact that we can now use the free mode camera, which is the tab thing that I kept going on in the previous video, as well as auto counters and auto cabinets, and then using your bumper buttons to move between menus. So yeah, if you want me to do more tips and tricks videos, guys, let me know. I kind of like doing them in short bursts like this, because sometimes it's a lot of information and you need to master those skills before we move on to new skills. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a comment in the description below if there are any other tips or controls or basic things that you want me to go through. I will end up doing some actual gameplay as well with these Sims to kind of like show you a little bit of a secret way around different things and stuff and all of the other. So yeah, guys, that is the video. I hope you did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you are new around chat. Remember that we're all human differently, and I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers!